I mean, so, it's important for us to see, as believers who have been born again of water and the Spirit, who have believed and entered the faith, what the power of sin is. Because Paul says that the sting of death is sin, but the strength of sin is the law. 1 Corinthians 15:56. Romans chapter 7, he is describing that more in detail, how the law gives strength to sin. I had not known sin but by the commandment, or sin by the commandment might become exceedingly sinful. Or when we were in the flesh, the motions of sin which were by the law did work in our members to bring forth fruit unto death. Romans 7:5. I mean, that's what he's trying to describe in the first three verses, how the law has power over a person as long as they live. But and he tries to describe this by marriage. When a man's spouse has died, he's free to marry another. But if he be married to another while his spouse lives, he's called an adulterer. Well, he's trying to show a revelation here of the faith of Jesus Christ, because in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, Paul says, I'm afraid thus by any means, as Satan beguiled Eve through his subtleties, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity. Is talking about mental sincerity and honesty, that is in Christ. He says, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present a chaste virgin unto Christ. He's talking about a relationship with God through the faith of Jesus Christ, and not through the law. I mean, we need to understand that. That's the whole topic of chapter 3 of 2 Corinthians is concerning these super apostles, these deceitful workers, Paul calls them, transforming themselves into ministers of righteousness. I mean, he describes this again in Galatians chapter 4, how that an heir, as long as he's a child, differs nothing from a servant, but as though he be Lord of all, but is under tutors and governors until a time appointed of the Father. He said, even we, likewise we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world, until the fullness of time came when God sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons.